Hello my beautiful Taurians, welcome to Taurus Lady channel, welcome to your channel. This is gonna be your weekly love spread. Okay, this is not just for you Taurus, this is also for your cross watcher. Alright, before I begin, I want to say, as I always do, thank you very much to all of my Taurian supporters. Thank you for your donation, even though I'm not on here as often as I used to be. You never fail to donate to my channel, so thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Your donation often goes on me feeding literally cats outside. There's like 10 of them now, and not sadly, but 2 of them are pregnant, so I don't know what am I gonna do with 30 cats. I'm not really a cat lady and I've got to be quite careful these days with cats. But yeah, thank you for the money and thank you for your support. I'm trying to gather my strength to be on here more often like I used to. You know, it's not even that I haven't got time. I think because of the situation going on around the world, my mind goes into so many places. I can't focus, you know, and that's basically what it is, you know. But as soon as I get back on track with being more focused, less tired, I'll be on here much often. I mean, I'm here for you every week, but not for all of the star signs. So, how do they see you, Taurus? And if you're a cross watcher, how are you being viewed by Taurus? Okay, this is from today, which is 20. Oh my goodness, what day is it? Is it 19th, possibly? Yes, of March up to 25th. Okay, so on 21st we entering the Sun enters Aries star sign. Okay, Aries is very adventurous in love. Okay, yes, so let's begin. How do they see you, my lovely Taurus? On the right hand side, how do they see you, the person you're thinking of right now, Taurus? And they view you with, whoa, the first card it flipped here, 3 of Cups. Okay, as if you are celebrating something this week, Taurus. Maybe you're celebrating success, or maybe simply they see you going out, having fun, enjoying your life. Okay, you might be doing this week. The 3 of Cups also indicates the end of some disagreement. Okay, maybe throughout you know, the current situation, coronavirus, you know, it's like a awakening point for many of us. So maybe Taurians, if you were involved, that's how they see, maybe you were involved in a dispute with this person, an argument with 2 other people, doesn't matter who it is, and maybe they see as if you resolving this argument or not holding a grudge any longer. Okay, because we know Taurians, we like to be stubborn sometimes for a reason, right? We don't forgive easily. But maybe following the recent events around the world, your heart might have, you know, softened a little bit here. Even though someone betrayed you, etc., you know, because you don't turn your back on people unless they really cross the line. So they know this, okay? But we're going to clarify this later to get more of a picture. Or let's clarify now, actually. It makes more sense, right? Let's clarify 3 of Cups. That's how they see you, Taurus. Why do they see Taurus with 3 of Cups? Okay. Oh, here we go. I've just said that. So there was a defeat, 5 of Swords. So, you know, again, in 5 of Swords in the traditional tarot, we've got 3 people. So, and I've been saying this for the last month, you know, you felt defeated, Taurus. You felt dishonored. You felt like someone was trying to play mind games with you. Possibly this person, you know, or more than one person. But you've realized that before they managed to play you. Does that make sense? And that, yeah, that was like a sort of, you felt like you failed in a way, but it wasn't your fault. And basically they see you putting this to the rest, not holding a grudge, even forgiving, even if it's not direct, even if it hasn't been said. They know that you've got other stuff on your mind, and they think you do not hold a grudge because of the current situation. You're probably thinking more of, how are things gonna be around the world? Are people safe? Rather than, worried about someone who defeat you back in time. Like I said, they hoping possibly that that this is a time for you to forgive. That's what they think, Taurus. Okay, so they might be contacting you and taking advantage of this situation. I don't know what happened there, but you felt defeated. But now the disagreement, the anger you maybe had towards someone is disappearing, because it's like you realize life is too short and you haven't got time for this, right? They also view Taurus with, or maybe they see that you got over the defeat they caused to you. Maybe a few people, okay? Someone defeated you, but now, you're celebrating going back to life, like you really over that defeat, and they know it. They also view my lovely Taurus with, how is Taurus being viewed? You being viewed with, not coming out. How is Taurus being viewed? Whoa. Ace of Swords. Like, the way they see you, Taurus, they know you having a mental clarity of a situation. You know exactly what is going on around you, and your approach to life has slightly changed, has been, changed. Basically, back in time you were a bit more emotional. Now you're using your instinct, called the instinct, your mind, your logic, okay, which indicates swords, your thoughts. You think before you speak, and you understand that every situation's got what do you call it? It's double sword edge. Oh, is that what it is? I'm gonna say, you know what I mean? That every situation's got two sides, positive and negative, okay? And that's what this card indicates, okay? Having a mental clarity, relying not just on your emotions like you used to. Now we've got Uranus in your star sign, which means that you've been learning over the last year to be more logical, Taurus, okay? To be more analytical. But the sign of Ace of Swords, you've got such a clarity of a situation, of what you want, of this situation with this person, of who they are possibly, that with Ace of Swords, you always win. You are the winner here, Taurus. Okay, so they know that you've got the clarity of this situation, maybe the defeat that happened back in time. Because I feel like you've lost something here with that Five of Swords, but now you celebrate it. So whatever happened then, it's the past, right? Ace of Swords, you having a mental clarity. You know exactly what's going on, what happened. Let's clarify Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords also, they may see as someone who will fight for things. You will fight for what you believe in, Taurus. You will fight for what you believe. But I think in a way they respect that. And we've got the Star in a reverse position. So they know you fight for what you believe in. They know that exactly you've got the picture of a situation, okay? So if you were defeated, you know that they weren't wrong. And for that reason, they think there's no hope with you, Taurus. They are not hoping that, maybe there's some information they're missing. Maybe they would want you to gain a better picture of the situation, maybe to gain more clarity. But they think here that you'll be willing to fight for what you believe, and they don't have a hope and sort of you seeing clearly something from their perspective. Okay, for some reason that is what they think. They also view Taurus with, they view you, my lovely Taurus, with how you being viewed in love. Ooh. Okay, the Fool, you're having a new chapter in your life. You put your faith into destiny, and you're like, let life lead me. Okay, let me leave this job I don't like. Let me leave this misery. Let me leave these people, and I think you've done is who defeated me. I got no time to think about us right now, but I want to follow my destiny. I want to learn what else is out there. I'm not gonna worry any longer about the future. I'm gonna take my dog, which indicates loyalty, loyal people to me, and I will move on. And I'm enjoying this new chapter in my life this week. Traveling, new opportunities, realizing that you got to set yourself free, Taurus. And I've mentioned that in a video last week, recent video. For coronavirus, we might be realizing that the life is so short, and you might be realizing or having like a wake-up call. If I was to die or go away tomorrow, touch the wood, how would I feel about my life? And maybe some of you be like, oh shit, my job is not something I wanted to do. I'm not happy in this or that area of my life. So for that reason, this week, you might be deciding to change your life, Taurus. Okay, and with Aries, Sun and Aries energy, they're very driven. They may give you this energy, Taurus. Okay, they see having a new chapter in your life, new beginning. Like, you're not worried any longer about what's gonna happen tomorrow, next week. You learned that life should lead you. Let life lead you, Taurus. Let's clarify the Fool. A new chapter for my Taurian. Okay, so maybe there'll be some quick emotional communication coming here. Okay, some good news. Okay, and there may be a new chapter following this emotional communication. This could be with a new person or old person. Okay, or you might be drawing conclusion after communicating with this person you're thinking of right now. You might be like, all right, this is it. I am going to take a plunge and have a new chapter, new beginning. I'll start from zero. Let's clarify the Fool. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, and you will be here quite analytical. I mean, obviously the Fool is very like following the spiritual path. But with King of Swords, you might be, someone may want to communicate with you this week. Someone may want to reach you, Taurus. Someone may want to explain to you something, the clarity, give you the full picture of something that you think some kind of a defeat that happened in the past that you go over, Taurus. Someone may want to talk about this, but I feel like with King of Swords, I'm not sure if you actually decide to even, give them any time, you may decide to cut this person off. You may decide to just look at this is what I've seen, this is what you've showed me. Just don't talk, don't speak. There's no need to talk, there's no need to speak, there's no need to explain to me what is it that I'm missing about this picture. Because I've already chosen. I want to have a new chapter in my life. Okay, so this is this week. One more card for the Fool, because I'm intrigued by it. Very much so. One more card for the Fool. Four of Wands. I feel like, celebration, stability. You are emotionally stable, and that is what you're celebrating this week, Taurus. Okay, and you are following the path. You're letting life lead you because you're feeling emotionally stable. And if you're not, you want to follow the path to get to this emotional like stability. You know, Four of Wands can mean marriage as well, but I think more than anything, it's like, you know, you feeling emotionally happy with who you are. So even if you get some communication, okay, emotional communication coming from a lover, for example, you know, it's not affecting you because you are the King of Swords. King of Swords used to be the King of Wands, used to be driven by hard emotions, but now you're different, okay? You're driven by logic when it comes to love here. I'm not saying it's good, but you're sort of deciding, okay, I'm gonna just you know, use both analytical mind and my emotions, but more than anything, you want life lead you and you want to make a change in your life, and they know this, okay? Let's see, how do you see them, Taurus? And you view them with, passively of course, Empress in reverse position. So someone who's not caring, not nurturing. You think that maybe you realize, and that is something they know, you've realized that is how you see. You've got a mental clarity of the situation. They are not caring, or they were not caring. They were not compassionate. They did not take care of you, Taurus. They were the opposite to who you are, because you are the Empress in Tarot. So not a good match for you, Taurus. You also view them with, my lovely Taurus, with, okay, Two of Pentacles. Someone who juggled you with someone else, or someone who brought a lot of emotional unsteadiness into your life. There were a lot of emotional imbalance. There was a lot of emotional imbalance, situations up and down, okay? It's a very unhealthy energy, Taurus, here. Like, you were juggled, maybe. Someone juggled you. You were juggled between you and a job or another person. This is someone who's not stable and solid like you, Taurus, okay? So that's not good. You also view them with, let me have some soya milk. It's lovely. IKEA stuff. Taurus, you view them with one card to hurry up and slow. Strength. You might be dealing with Leo, okay? Or maybe you think this is someone who, you know, is strong. They've got, you know, this is strength is about being in control of your negative emotions, being able to tame this beast within them. They're capable of it. They're capable of not showing the emotions, okay? They're capable of not showing the anger, of not showing the frustration. They're strong, possibly here, okay? You might have dealt with Leo's star sign, okay? But you are very expressive as a Taurus, you know, and you've been dealing with someone who's been, you know, being able to tame the negative feelings within them, which is fine. But I think when it comes to you, Taurus, sometimes you don't mind if people just are who they are instead of sort of hiding. Let's clarify the strength card. So they are a strong person. Ten of Pentacles, they're very practical, you know, they've got money, they might be married as well, okay? They have a good family life, but they're very, very stable financially. Ten of Swords, but also Ten of Swords is a betrayal, okay? A victim. The end of the cycle here, okay? Maybe they've experienced the end of the cycle with someone in the past, and that's why now they're learning. They didn't show you emotions. They're not showing you emotions because they've already, you know, been there. They've done it. They didn't want to, you know, maybe they've learned that the best thing to do is to keep your cards close to your chest because they've experienced the end. They've already been, you know, at the bottom with a situation, maybe with you. Either way, here they've been ruined. something got ruined in their life. Okay, that's why they are where they are. It's usually a positive thing to control your negative emotions, but I think when it comes to you, Taurus, you rather someone just be who they are than hide it from you. You know what I mean? So let's get the main blockage between you two, Taurus. I need to hurry up. The main blockage between Taurus and the person they're dealing with. Okay, so back in time, someone is meditating, someone was meditating, you know, they were thinking about where did they go wrong. But actually, no, scrap that, it's in a reverse position. So someone is not able to self-reflect on their action. Someone here, I think Taurus, can see the other person's faults, but cannot look at themselves and see and ask themselves, where did I go wrong? Could be either them or you. Okay, someone is unable to self-reflect on the situation and finds faults in other person rather than looking at their own behavior. That is the blockage, stubbornness, I would say. So what is the outcome here, my lovely Taurus, for you two? Outcome. Okay, right. We've got a Four of Cups in the reverse position and the upright, love being taken for granted, rejection. Okay, the outcome is in the reverse position. So, I mean, if you two want it, it's like there was a rejection in the past. So let me clarify. Someone, you know, had doesn't mean they have had other options in the past. Thought the grass was greener. There was a rejection in the past, and now we've got Queen of Wands, creativity and reconciliation possibly. So if there was a reconciliation, there's a chance for, you know, reconciling, if that's what you want, Taurus, with the Queen of Wands. Okay, because this is you, Taurus. But back in time there was a rejection. Maybe someone learned from this rejection. There's a lot of creativity here, but judgment is an unfinished business. Okay, so rejection not being talked about, or you know, the expectations this week, possible outcome. You might be hearing, Taurus, from this person. Then I want to talk about what happened back in time. Okay, so the piece of advice, I just get one card. Woo. We've got here a piece of advice, secret message, a lot of passion between you two, Taurus. But at the same time, someone's going through difficult time, short-term depression, they can't forget what they did, and someone else here is moving forward. Taurian, thank you very much. I'll talk to you next week. Love you. Bye-bye.